Hey y'all. Okay, so I don't have a better way to do this, but since Andrea Kreider was my first person to decide to join me over here, I'm going to dedicate the first tarot reading to Miss Andrea Kreider. So, Andrea, you know who you are. Girl, you know I love you. You know that I miss you. It's been a while since I've been up there in Georgia, but you know that you're always in my heart and in my mind. So, with all that said and done, I really, really appreciate you, young lady, for, well, you're not a young lady anymore, I forget, but you're always going to be young to me. I'm 51 now. You were my daughter's best friend back there in Georgia, so to me, you'll always be a young lady. Anyways, I don't have my computer up and running yet. I don't know how to, I mean, I do know how to download an app that I could use to do this more professionally, and I have a really great camera right here that would probably record it better, but hey, we are using my phone. Here we have our cat, Mr. Meatball. We have a couple other cats. Meatball, look at the camera. Hey, hey, yo. Not looking at the camera. Anyways, I love you, girl. Hi. So here's your reading, miss. Here's your reading. And since I'm making it a little bit short, I'm just going to do like a 3 card spread for you. Okay? So maybe I can shuffle these, maybe not. While I'm shuffling though, and hold on a minute. Divine, spiritually guide and protect this reading. Please allow it to bring out the essence of my friend Andrea Kreider. Let her know what you have in store for her or what she needs to hear at this point in time. Thank you so much, great divine spirit, for this. And also, I call upon Archangel Michael. I call upon my ancestors and those of Andrea as well to be with me here while we do this reading today. So there we go. Now, Andrea, just so you'll know, I have been doing these readings out in the general public. We have this thing here in Gallipolis where we have every summer, so I did it last summer, we have like a big street market, and I wanted to share with you and anyone else who's watching this that the first time I did a reading out there, a little young lady, a little girl, a young woman came up to me and she wanted her reading, and it was quite cute because she had a friend with her and she asked me, what sign do you think I am? And so I looked at her and I said, I think you're a Pisces. And then I said, because I think that your friend standing behind you is a Gemini. And both of them looked at me like I had lost my mind and were dazed and confused because I was completely correct on what signs they were. My intuition has grown stronger and stronger as I go, and now I think I've found out exactly why I've led such a difficult life up until this point. I believe that a lot of my intuition, a lot of the spiritual inside of me was trying to be hampered. I think that's why I've run across a lot of trauma in my life. And that might be the same for you, young lady, because I do think that you are exceptionally gifted. So, there we go. I'm going to pretend like you're the one cutting this deck, but actually it's me, so I'm cutting this deck. And then I'm going to go ahead and see what they want us to hear about you today. I just need one more. I actually might have more than 3, but hey, you know what? They flew out. Let's take them and see. And oh, yes, I do have more than 3. That's okay. We're doing, wow, a 7 spread. I'm trying to get this. Like I said, this camera angle is crappy because it's on my phone. And if I have to, and I'm going to use these 2 as cards to, if I need to get more information from these cards, I'll gather it from those 2 right there. Okay? But what I usually do for you, Missy, is going to be past, present, future. And we're also going to go with what's yet to come, some more of what's to come, and more of what's to come. So this is your future, but more of what's to come, what's to come. So in your past, ma'am, you did get, I'm going to show you these cards. This is the Fool in the upright. Okay? So this is, in your past, you had some new beginnings coming to you, new possibilities, You had a lot of innocence to you, spontaneity, optimism, trust in life, blind faith, adventure, opportunity, and pleasure. So, what I'm gathering from this, ma'am, is that in your past, you had a lot of adventure happening in your life. Although you weren't really sure where it was taking you, you were just going with that adventure. Okay, Andrea, you were going with that adventure. And if I recall right, I'm probably right on path because I remember something that you were doing at that point in your time in your life. But since then, you have slowed down. So your present is symbolized, and it's actually a really good card, by the King of Cups, my dear. Now, the King of Cups in the upright is saying emotionally balanced, compassionate, diplomatic. You're in control, you're balanced, you have supportive leaders in your life, you're very tolerant, and you're empathetic. You know what? Andrea, you have always been an empathetic person. Matter of fact, you're an extremely loving and caring individual. And I know that some of the things that have happened to you in your past, and not just this past, this was not so, this was your more distant past, I guess. But I know that some of the things that happened to you in your past, because I was there for that, right? There was a lot of hardship and a lot of pain and things that were taken from you. But when we have things taken from us, Andrea, that helps us to become more empathetic and more thankful towards the things that come towards us. Empathy is supplied towards other people, and even though you've had some things ripped away from you, including people, Andrea, I know that empathetically wise, you have always given your love and your compassion to those people. It almost makes me want to cry for you because I know that a lot of what happened to you really hurt you. Because you are a very empathetic, caring individual. And you know what, Andrea? That's probably the reason I love you. Okay? But anyway, moving on. Now we have in your future, we have the High Priestess. Man, this is the most amazing card, I believe, in the whole entire tarot deck. Okay? And I'm not surprised you got her because this is you. This is you. You right now. And basically, in the upright, it's intuition, sacred knowledge, the subconscious, divine, feminine, trust yourself, sensitivity, purity, and high moral values. Girl, what was I just telling you about yourself? Okay? But let's put this even more into further practice, okay? So with this card, for your future, this means that you're going to hit your spiritual heights too. And if you haven't gone through the dark night of the soul yet, which I believe you might have already, even at your younger age than myself, if you haven't, you will. It's a very lonely time, but there's a reason for that. It's because spirit leads you away from other people and other distractions so that spirit can work directly within your heart and your soul. So you can become a very strong spiritual woman, a very strong spiritual leader. Some call us witches. You know what? Let them call us what they want. All I know is that I use my powers for only good. And I believe that that would be something you would do too, because we just talked about your empathy and your love for others. So with this in mind, as you grow stronger in your intuition, as you grow stronger into your spiritual and divine path, as you're led forward into that path, right, Andrea? Keep in mind that this is part of you, of who you are to become. Certain people out here, not all of us have been chosen, that's why we've all been born. No one's better than the other, but there are certain people out here who were chosen to do really wonderful things while they are here, because as we all know, inevitably death will come. But while we are here, we are to learn and we are to grow, and the learning process leads us all to learning how to love better. Not just others, but ourselves. If you love yourself, you can love others really great. Okay? And I already know that you love. You love big, Andrea. And learning how to love yourself is so important, and that might be something that Spirit is leading you to do. And He will show you. It's not I can't explain it to you, but if you go on that divine, which you will, this card's telling me you will, He's going to lead you into that. This card can also symbolize wonderful things happening in your life, like perhaps a new child, just beautiful, beautiful things ahead of you, still yet to come in your future. And girl, your future, through this card is simply wonderfully bright and wonderful. Now, there's a little bit of something going on over here because some of the things that may not interrupt, but maybe also in the future processing right here is going to be this card right here, okay? And it is not in the upright. This is in reverse. But this is the Hierophant. But actually, no, in the reverse, this isn't a bad card. So actually, you're still right on track. This is, like I was just talking about, more getting into your personal beliefs. Having some freedom, going against the grain, basically being unconventional. And out there in Georgia, we all know that a lot of people expect you to be redneck and going with them and, you know, just being redneck all the way. But you've never really been that way. You're a lot different than the rest of the people out there. And you know that in your heart and in your soul. But anyways, you're very generous. You're fair. You're not very, and it says unorthodox, and I'll explain that to you here in a moment. You're not hypocritical. You have blind faith, and sometimes you can be led in misconceptions because of that. What that means is you're going to be the Empress, okay? And there are going to be people who know this. You're going to come into your spiritual awakening, like I was telling you. You're going to go through the dark night of the soul. You're going to come out bright and light and beautiful and wonderful. Not that you already aren't, but you're going to come out strong in wisdom, strong in intuition, the witch-like characteristics. Doesn't mean you're a witch. Heck no. It just means that you are spiritually divine, and that God has led you through the pain and the agony and the hurt that you've gone through for a reason, like we talked about. But people will try to misinform you. They're going to try and hold you back from that. Don't allow them to. They have no idea what greatness you are inclined to. But here's the thing with that too. Even though they're going to try and do this to you, and I know they already have, you're strong because you are protected by the great divine. Okay? Spirit is leading you, divine's leading you. Your ancestors love the crap out of you, by the way. You have ancestors, female ones, who actually were like my ancestors and were called witches because they were so intuitive and highly evolved compared to the rest of the people around them. And just like today, it's the same way. Most people are not that highly evolved. They rather stay in their own little bubbles. They don't understand how to think outside conventional thinking. Like I said, when you live in the South, you know, you're expected to act redneck and act this way, but you don't have to act any way that they have you act. You be you. And once you start to break into that, the Empress energy really pops out further. And even though they're going to try and slow you down or tell you that you're not valuable or make you feel like you're not, you are. You are. Okay. Now this one is the moon in reverse. So I'm going to hold that up for you really quick. Okay. And this one is, I'm sorry, I'm doing a card reading for my friend. Release of fear, repressing emotions, inner confusion, misinterpretation, darkness, and insecurities. Again, like I said, you're achieving this, Andrea. This is where you're going to end up. This is where people want you to end up. Why do they want you to end up that way? Because you are special. You are chosen. You are a divine created being, highly protected by God, highly centered and focused to become something great in this universe. You are a healer. You will help people. You are a divine created being. This is your job here on earth, and people will try to stop you. Do not allow them to. When they make you feel any of these ways, okay, if they make you feel like you have to release your fears, if they make you feel inner confusion, if they make you feel darkness, if they make you feel insecure, heck to the no. Heck to the no. You know what? There's nothing wrong with cutting off toxic people. Cut them out of your life. You deserve better. You are better. Now the very last one, sorry about my coughing. I have the Chariot here, again in reverse. And these are just extra messages for you, but this is self-discipline, opposition, lack of direction, lack of control, aggression, arrogance, and carelessness. But I also have the Knight of Wands in upright, which is passion, inspired action, adventure, fearlessness, but being impulsive, which is okay, and high energy. Basically, these two are saying you have two ways you could go. Right? You can go the negative way or the positive way. And again, you're going to go the positive way, right? Because I'm giving you this reading and letting you know what's going on. If you're going through the dark night of the soul right now, if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling down, if you're feeling tired, if you feel like people are trying to break you down, again, Andrea, this is why. This is why. You're going to become this empress. Okay? Don't let them do this to you. You're stronger than that. And if you have to, you need to call out to God or Great Spirit, Divine, whatever you want to call it, and to your ancestors for guidance and to help you get to that place, okay? So basically, that was my reading for you. I'm going to see really quick if there's any signs on here. I do have Cancer on here. I have water signs, so that would be, again, Cancer twice, Scorpio or Pisces. These are Earth, so that would be, Earth signs are Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. This is fire and water, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, again with the Cancer, so that's Cancer 3 times now. Scorpio and Pisces. This is again water and Pisces. Pisces twice, Scorpio twice, Cancer 4 times. You got air signs here, so that's Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. And then we have more Cancer and more water. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. So I don't know if you have any Cancer people in your life. And I can't remember exactly when your birthday is. That might be in your signs. Be aware, too, that you have your sun, which is your rising sign, your moon, and then you have your third sign. So, as on your birth charts. For instance, my rising sign is Scorpio. My moon sign, or the next sign down, for me anyways, is a Libra. And then my third sign is Leo. So basically my first 3 signs in my birth chart, for me personally, not for you, are Scorpio, Libra, and Leo. And then I do know that my birth, my birth number is 11. So these are interesting things to find out too. And if you want me to help you find those things out about yourself, feel free to let me know. I will help you with that, Miss Andrea. For everyone else who watched this video, please stay tuned. If you would like your tarot reading done, please let me know. I will do these absolutely at no charge. If you would like to pay me, you're more than welcome to, and I will send you a Cash App link for any sort of tips that you'd like to leave. $1, $5, $2, I don't care. But if you're interested in receiving anything like that, a reading for free, or if you'd like to tip, again, it's absolutely free. You don't have to. Today, Andrea, this is absolutely free for you, ma'am, because you know what? You're the first one to like this page. You're the first one to connect with me here. So, absolutely free. But otherwise, everyone, absolutely free readings, unless you'd like to, of course, again, give any sort of financial, I don't know, if you want to give financially. Anyways, if anyone else would like help learning about their birth charts, if they like a reading, anything, you just let me know. I'm spiritually here for you. I'm spiritually here to guide you all. By the way, they call me the Good Witch Tarot. Have a great day. Bye, y'all. Oh, and Andrea, let me know what you thought of this reading, honey. It looks to me like you have a really, really big future ahead of you. Not just bright, but hugely big. in who you are and what you're yet to become.